Pierre, please go ahead.
Thank you, David. Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and all participants, good afternoon. My name is Pierre Ferrand. I'm an agriculture officer and the regional focal point for the UN Decade of Family Farming for FAO in the regional office for Asia and the Pacific in Bangkok. So a warm welcome to all of you for this side event on the UN Decade of Family Farming, UNDFF in short. It's my great pleasure and honor to moderate today's event, which will provide an update to member countries of the Asia and Pacific region about the progress in the implementation of the UNDFF. The event will feature different national and sub-regional action plans and will give the opportunity to share some of the most relevant achieved results and plan activity at the global level. It aims at reiterating the critical role of family farmers in both facilitating effective response to the pandemic and transforming food system into healthier, more resilient and more sustainable ones. Now, to start off the event, it is with great honor that I invite His Excellency Mr. Batsuri Gombodorj, Vice Minister for Food, Agriculture and Light Industry of Mongolia, to deliver his opening remark. He will be speaking in Mongolian, so I encourage you to switch to the English channel for the translation. Excellency, the floor is yours.
Эрхэм хүндэт сайд нар засгийн газрын гишүүд илч төлөөлөгчдөө эрхэмсэгж очид ноёд хатагтай нараа та бүгдээ энэ өдрийн мэнд төвшүүлье. Миний бие Монгол улсын засгийн газрыг төлөөлж нөхөө хуралд оролцож үг хэлж байгаа нь нэр төрийн хэрэг юм. Энэ хурал нь хөгжиж буй болон хөгжингүй улс орнуудын хүнс аж ахуйн салбарт толгомдож буй нэн чухал асуудлуудыг хөндөж байгаад би баяртай байна. Бид хамтын хүчээр хамгийн хүнд хэцүү нөхцөлд ажиллаж, нөөц болцоогоо дотмын байдлыг даван туулж, улсын хүнсний аюулгүй байдлыг хангаж, ард түмнээ хүнсээр тасралтгүй хангах нэн чухал үүргийг хариуцсан гүйцэтгэдэг жижиг аж ахуй эрхлэгчид, малчид болон тариаланчдын амжиргаа аж ахуйг дэмжих нь нэн чухал юм. Нүүбийн өрхийн тариалангийн 10 жил санаачлах нь өрхийн аж ахуй эрхлэгчдийн өнөөгийн нөхцөл байдлыг эрчимтэй сайжруулахад нэн чухал түлхэц болох нь гарцаагүй юм. Бид хамтдаа доорх асуудлыг шийдэх боломжтой. Үүнд хөдөө аж ахуй инновац технологи нэвтрүүлэх, түүний салбарын бүтээмжийг сайжруулахад ашиглах, зах зээл илүү сайн нэвтрэх жижиг дунд үйлдвэрүүдийг сайжруулахад дэд үтсийг бий болгох, өрхийн аж ахуйд үзүүлэх туслам зөвлөгөө үйлчлэгийг сайжруулах институцүүдийг бэхжүүлэх, доктортой орлого, байгаль орчин дээлтэй үйлдвэрлэлийг хангах бодлогын орчныг сайжруулснаар өрхийн аж ахуй шинэ илүү доктортой сайн төвшөнд авчрах боломжтой юм. Хөгжиж буй орнуудын хөдөө аж ахуйг шинжлэх, өөрчлөх үйл ажиллагааны явц нь зөвхөн агар бизнес төвлөрч өрхийн аж ахуй эрхлэгчдийг орхитуулж эрхэлж болохгүй. Бид хөдөө аж ахуйг томоохон бизнесийн загвартай зэрэгцүүлэн өрхийн аж ахуйч мөн дэмжсэн хөгжлийн загваруудыг хэрэгжүүлэх нь зүйтэй юм а. Монгол улсын засгийн газар нүүбийн хүнс аж ахуйн байгууллага болон бусад хөгжлийн түнш байгууллагуудын хамтын ажиллагааны үр дүнд хувийн бизнес болон өрхийн аж ахуй хамтын ажиллагааг дэмжснээр бүтээн дээшлэх, зах зээлд гарах боломж нэмэгдэж, өрхийн орлого нэмэгдсэн олон сайн туршлагуудыг бий болгосон. Үүнээс бид аливаа санаачлах төсөл хөтөлбөрүүдийг засгийн газар болон хөгжлийн түнш байгууллагуудын үр дүнтэй сайн хамтын ажиллагаа дэмжснээр хамгийн үр дүнд хүрч болохыг харсан. Бидний хүсч буй ирээдүй бол залуучуудын сонирхлыг татах өрсөлдөх чадвар сайтай өндөр орлоготой хөдөө аж ахуйн салбарыг бүтээж, үр хүүхэд маань сурч боловсрон эрүүл байх нөхцөлийг хангасан сайн хоол хүнс тэжээлэр өргөн хангах нь ирээдүй юм. Ноёд хатагтай нараа, хэрвээ бид өрхийн аж ахуй эрхлэгчдийг илүү бүтээмжтэй өрсөлдөх чадвартай болгоход нөөц болцоогоо төвлөрүүлвэл бидний хүсч буй ирээдүйд хүрэх боломжтой. Бид үүнийг гарцаагүй хийж чаднаа. Өрхийн аж ахуйг шинжлэхийн тулд хөдөө аж ахуй чиглэсэн олон улсын сайн туршлагуудыг ашиглацгаая. Анхаарал тавьсан та бүхэнд баярлалаа. Хуралдаанд амжилт хүсье.
Thank you, Excellency, for your very important message in regard to the urgency to transform the situation of smallholder farmers and support sustainable food system to better attract the youth. I now invite Dr. Marcela Villarreal, Director of the Partnership and UN Collaboration Division in FAO headquarters. She will frame the UNDFF with the new strategic framework of FAO and provide an overview of the general result of the UNDFF in Asia. Dr. Villarreal, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much indeed, Pierre. Excellencies, Mr. Gombodorj, Vice Minister of Food, Agriculture and Light Industry of Mongolia, Dr. Hossein, Director of the SARC Agriculture Center, Ms. Leonora from the Department of Agriculture in the Philippines, and Ms. Benunia, dear Esther, Secretary General of the Asia Farmers Association. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings from Rome. It's a real pleasure to participate in this very important side event of the 36th FAO Regional Conference for Asia and the Pacific. Since 2019, under the umbrella of the UN Decade of Family Farming, FAO has been successfully assisting the development and implementation of a comprehensive and family farming-centered public policies to support a transition towards more sustainable agri-food systems for better production, better nutrition, better environment, and a better life. In the last 3 years, approximately 185 policies, laws, and regulations were approved worldwide, promoting family farming-centered approaches to mitigate the impact of COVID-19, to address challenges in agri-food systems, and indeed to support family farmers in achieving the huge potential that they have. In the decade, FAO has been working with thousands, literally thousands of stakeholders, including governments, parliamentarians, producer organizations, and civil society, to design and implement contextualized frameworks of action, national action plans to support family farming. To date, we have 10 national action plans officially endorsed at ministerial level, including 3 in the Asia and Pacific region, in Nepal, Indonesia, and the Philippines. In this region, we're also looking forward to the finalization of the Regional Action Plan for Family Farming in South Asia. This sub-regional plan demonstrates the important role that international and intergovernmental entities, such as the SARC Secretariat and the SARC Agriculture Center, can play by giving clear orientations for national processes. I'm also pleased to announce a very recent result. So similar to the SARC Action Plan, the Central American Council of Agriculture, which is also an intergovernmental body of 8 countries, 2 weeks ago approved the sub-regional action plan on family farming. Such intergovernmental platforms are instrumental in advancing family farming since they offer an inclusive space for multi-stakeholder policy dialogues and cooperation. They also provide a very relevant framework to foster experience sharing between member states and other stakeholders. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, there are very concrete linkages between the Family Farming Decades Reference Document, the Global Action Plan, and the new FAO Strategic Framework 2022-2031. First, pillar number 1 of the Global Action Plan, which is on developing an enabling policy environment to strengthen family farming, cuts across the programmatic areas of the FAO Strategic Framework and the overarching dimensions of governance, institutions, and human capital. The Decades Global Action Plan has 2 transversal pillars. Pillar 2, which is support youth and ensure the generational sustainability of family farming. And Pillar 3, which is promote gender equity in family farming and the leadership role of rural women. FAO's strategic framework has analogous mechanisms to systematically mainstream these important cross-cutting dimensions in all of its activities and initiatives. With its national action plans, the Decade provides an innovative mechanism that leverages already existing resources and capacities of FAO and of the different countries to catalyze and reinforce the work of a number of program priority areas at the country level. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, FAO stands ready to support actions for the implementation of the decade, working together with all of you to strengthen family farmers' capacities, roles, and contributions. This will go a long way in transforming agri-food systems to be more inclusive, healthy, resilient, and sustainable. I wish you all a very successful regional conference. Thank you very much. Over to you, Pierre.
Thank you very much, Dr. Villarreal, for your intervention and for this great overview of key achievement of the UNDFF so far in the region and beyond. This is a strong encouragement to pursue our efforts and to continue developing regional and national action plan, putting family farmers at the center. So now we would like to shed light on some of the results achieved over the past years from regional to local level. First, I would like to invite Dr. Mohamed Bokhtiar Hossain, Director of the SARC Agricultural Center in Dhaka, Bangladesh. He will present in particular the successful development process of the sub-regional action plan for family farming in South Asia. Dr. Hossain, the floor is yours.
Please allow me to share.
It's okay, we are sharing on our side. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much.
You can start.
Excellencies,
yeah.
Excellencies, respected participants, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon from SARC Agriculture Center, Bangladesh. SARC Agriculture Center, before starting my talk, I would like to, it would be better if before starting my talk, I would like to share a few words about the SARC Agriculture Center. The center starts its journey in 1988 as SARC Agriculture Information Center, and in 2007, it renamed as SARC Agriculture Center. And over the years, the center has been worked as a center of excellence in South Asia. The overall goal of the center is to promote the agricultural research and development as well as technology dissemination initiatives for sustainable agricultural development and poverty alleviation in the region. And there are 6 objectives, and I am not going to read all the objectives here. Next, please. Now I am sharing today's topic, the development process of the regional action plan for family farming in South Asia. Next, please. Overall objective of the regional action plan for family farming in South Asia, it aims at facilitating and accelerating the process of developing national action plan through inclusive multi-stakeholder process, not only putting family farmers at the center, but recognizing them as critical partners. It provides contextualized regional priorities for each of the 7 pillars of the global action plan for family farming. Next, please. The critical role of intergovernmental organizations. The intergovernmental agencies like the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, SARC, are instrumental in advancing family farming, since we offer the right platform to encourage multi-stakeholder and inclusive policy dialogue and cooperation. It also provides a very relevant framework to foster experience sharing between SARC member states and other stakeholders. Next, please. The importance of partnership and inclusivity. Under the relationship of SARC Agriculture Center, the regional action plan for family farming in South Asia was developed in close collaboration and active participation of the Asia Farmers Association for Sustainable Rural Development, the International Cooperative Alliance Asia and the Pacific, and the United Nations Food and Agricultural Organization. This ensured a participatory and inclusive process engaging with all key stakeholders from the region. And a first virtual regional consultation meeting on UN Decade of Family Farming, formulating strategy and action plan to strengthen smallholder family farming in South Asia was organized in November 2020. And it gathers 150 participants and experts from SAARC countries, and with engaging all the efforts to make a national action plan for the UNDFF. Next, please. And here, this is some pictures of this expert consultation meeting. Next, please. And the importance of partnership and inclusivity. This initial regional consultation meeting marked an important step in elaborating jointly a draft regional action plan. It contributed at defining the key priorities, strategies, and actions to implement the UNDFF in South Asia. And this led to a first publication highlighting family farmers' constraints, challenges, opportunities, and government policies to contribute on attaining the targets of sustainable development goals at country and South Asian regional level. A follow-up consultation meeting was also organized on the 29th of July 2021 to present, discuss, and validate this draft regional action plan. And the book published with the cooperation with FAO and FAA by SAARC Agriculture Center. Next, please. Plan for family farming in South Asia. Sharing the regional action plan with the SAARC member states through organizing consultation meeting, including parliamentarians for endorsement, sharing the final SAARC regional action plan with the respective ministries through issuing note verbal, and encouraging elaboration of national action plan on family farming by issuing note verbal from SAARC Secretariat, selection of country focal points, and allow follow-up meeting for operationalizing the regional action plan of family farming, and finally organizing meeting at policy level among the SAARC member states to discuss the priority policies on family farming. And with this, I conclude my talk. Thank you everyone for your patient hearings. Over to Perry, please.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hossain, for your intervention and for sharing this great participatory, multi-stakeholder and inclusive process, which could inspire other similar regional initiatives in the future. Moving on, communication is a key element to advance family farming in the Asia-Pacific region and to support countries and stakeholders across the region in promoting the UNDFF and raising awareness about the key issues and challenges faced by family farmers. FAO supports the ComDev Asia initiative. It is facilitated by the College of Development Communication, University of Los Baños in the Philippines, and includes family farmers organizations like SIWA and AFA, and communication entities like Digital Green and AMARC Asia. So we will now play a short video to present the ComDev Asia and highlight how it works.
ComDev Asia is a regional initiative that promotes communication for development, or ComDev, in the Asia-Pacific region. It seeks to build ComDev capacities and support rural communication policy and services. ComDev Asia supports the implementation of a regional participatory communication plan within the framework of the United Nations Decade of Family Farming. It encourages participatory communication and the local appropriation of information and communication technologies to advance family farming. The ComDev Asia initiative is promoted by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, or FAO. Family farmers in the Asia-Pacific are the backbone of food systems and biodiversity management and conservation. but they continue to face economic and social challenges due to emerging crises such as the COVID pandemic and climate change. To address these challenges, ComDev Asia is geared to support resilient families along 3 priority activities identified in the UNDFF Communication Framework. These include participatory communication, inclusive rural communication services and policies, and enhanced communication capacities of farmers and producers organizations. ComDev Asia includes a web platform, comdevasia.org. The platform intends to be a dynamic and interactive community of practice that facilitates dialogue, strengthens collaboration, and advocates for the role of communication in agriculture and rural development. It is an interactive hub helping institutions and professionals in Asia Pacific to connect, share lessons learned, document impact, explore new partnership opportunities, or strengthen existing alliances. On the ComDev Asia web platform, users can learn about regional experiences and good practices on family farming, rural communication services, enhanced communication capacities, and activities or events of ComDev Asia. Get news and updates on what's going on in ComDev in Asia Pacific in times of COVID-19 and beyond. Access useful resources and multimedia materials to support local initiatives and communication campaigns, such as UNDFF. Submit and share stories on resilient family farming and related topics. And interact with other members of the community. ComDev Asia is governance based on a steering committee that includes communication entities and networks, academic institutions, family farmers organizations, and the UN. It partners with the Asian Farmers Association for Sustainable Development, World Association of Community Radio Broadcasters, Digital Green, Self-Employed Women's Association, UP Los Baños College of Development Communication or UPLB-CDC, and the Food and Agriculture Organization or FAO. ComDev Asia supports a network of communication practitioners from academia, government, non-government organizations, and regional or local community media, as well as a network of producers organizations with designated focal points who will contribute content to the web platform. CDA is being facilitated by UPLB-CDC.
So now moving to the national level, I now invite Ms. Rose Ann Leonor, Officer in Charge, Chief of the Partnership and Accreditation Division of DA-ATI, Department of Agriculture of the Philippines, to present the Philippine Action Plan for Family Farming. So Ms. Rose Ann Leonor, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Pierre. To our excellencies, partners in advocating for the transformation of farm families, good afternoon to all of us from the Philippines. Today, I will be presenting the inclusive process of the crafting of the Philippine Action Plan for Family Farming, or as we call it, the PAF4FF, its overall goal and ongoing initiatives and plan of actions. Next, please. For the past 3 years, and even prior years, Philippines, through the different government agencies, non-government organizations, farmers and fisherfolks organizations, civil society organizations, academia, among others, has been very active in promoting the well-being of farm families. In August of 2019, Secretary William Dorr, Philippine Department of Agriculture Secretary, issued a special order creating the National Committee for Family Farming and designating Agricultural Training Institute as the chair of the committee. Thus, the start of the national government agency-led crafting process of the 10-year PAF4FF following the inclusive consultative, and participatory approaches. It should also be noted that during the prior years of 2019, several activities initiated and led by the Agriculture and Rural Development Knowledge and Policy Platform, or ARD-KPP, was conducted for the Filipino family farmers. Next, please. During the initial steps of the crafting process of the PAF4FF, a triangular approach was employed. A series of organized participatory and inclusive consultation sessions was conducted. Alongside these consultations, a review of related literatures and key informant interviews was also employed. To further reiterate the participatory approach, this slide also presents the number of agencies and institutions who participated and contributed in the crafting of the PAF4FF. 3 sectoral and 1 multi-sectoral national conferences and a multi-stakeholder write-ups were conducted. Next, please. This picture was taken during the celebration of the Farmers and Fisher Folks Month, culminating activity held last May of 2021. In this activity, the PAF4FF was formally signed and launched. Also, last July of 2021, another launching of the PAF4FF was undertaken, which was led by the ARD-KPP. Next slide, please. With these actions, the PAF4FF's overall goal is a resilient family farmers with zero hunger and poverty, sustainable agriculture, fishery, and forestry by 2028, characterized by improved productivity and competitiveness, secured land tenure, increased productivity of soil and water resources, food self-sufficiency, and well-being for all at all ages. This statement is also synonymous to reaching towards a state where no Filipino farmer is hungry, vulnerable, and dissatisfied. To achieve this overall goal, 3 strategic action pillars were identified, and these are the policy and program, people, and partnerships. To further streamline the proposed efforts, the 7 global pillars of the UN's Decade of Family Farming was carried out. These pillars are also aligned with the DA's New Thinking for Agriculture, including the 1DA reform agenda. Next slide, please. Next. As part of the ongoing initiatives and plan of actions, this is the PAF4FF 10-year campaign and implementation plan. This year, series of capability building and policy review efforts, advocacy campaigns, and knowledge exchange activities will be conducted. Also, a continuous series of multi-stakeholder consultation meetings will be conducted to further firm up the committee and its corresponding thematic action-focused task forces. Further, one of the important deliverables is the conduct of the baseline study of family farmers, fishers, and upland dwellers in the country, which will be conducted this year with the help of our partners. The baseline study aims to establish a complete and comprehensive vision of the identified actions and know even more the current situation of the farm families, and from there, plan more definite actions to address and uplift them in their current situation. Next slide, please. From year 2024 to 2027, support to the creation of a digital agriculture infrastructure, monitoring and evaluation mechanisms and feedbacking sessions will be conducted. And as we wrap up the decade for family farming, year 2028 will be dedicated in the documentation of learnings and milestones, promote and celebrate our successes, and work towards sustaining the partnerships and programs. With this, we are very glad to be part of this momentous event. Thank you to all.
Thank you very much, Ms. Rose Ann Leona, for your intervention and for sharing the great achievement of the Philippines with such an inclusive and participatory process leading to a very comprehensive national action plan. So now, staying in the Philippines, I would like to invite Ms. Esther Penunia, Secretary General of the Asia Farmer Association for Sustainable Rural Development, AFA in short, to share the engagement of farmers' organization of the UNDFF implementation at national, regional, and global level. Ms. Penunia, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon to everyone. Thank you, Pierre, and thank you for inviting us in this side event. Our first slide. Why are we strong? The second slide, please. Okay. Why are we strongly engaged in the UNDFF? AFA is a family farmers association. So our members are family farmers, and experience has showed that family farmers are key solution providers to achieve the SDGs and food systems. Second, we see UNDFF as an effective framework for rights-based multi-stakeholder processes in developing policies and programs to support family farming. And third, the advocacy for a UN declaration for family farming and the formulation of the Global Action Plan was largely a participatory process, which has involved us, and this participatory process gave us a strong sense of ownership and responsibility. Next slide, please. How are we engaging the UNDFF? First, at the global level, we are a member of the International Steering Committee of UNDFF, the Farmers Forum processes of IFAD, and the Multilateral Funding Facility GAPSP. We are likewise a member of the coalitions on agroecology and family farming, which are results of the UNFSS processes. We are maximizing these platforms to get support for family farmer-friendly policies and investments. At the regional level, AFA hopes to have a new MOU with FAO to strengthen partnerships. We have the following partnerships ongoing as well: FAO, SAARC Agriculture Center, and International Cooperative Alliance Asia Pacific for the development of the UNDFF Regional Action Plan, which can accelerate the formulation of the national action plans in South Asia. With ComDev Asia to provide content to the platform, and with World Rural Forum as its focal organization in Asia Pacific, coordinating and communicating with family farmers organizations and civil society in the region about UNDFF. But it is at the national level that we are most strongly engaged. Our partner FOs have initiated the formation of national committees on family farming in Indonesia, Philippines, Japan, Bangladesh, Nepal, India, Kyrgyzstan, and Fiji. We hope to have also in Cambodia, Laos, and Mongolia. We have participated in the formulation of national action plans in Indonesia, Nepal, Kyrgyzstan, and Philippines. The latter we regard as very good model of multi-stakeholder process with CSOs led by farmers organizations as a key partner and co-driver together with the government. We have also developed case studies and materials on land rights, sustainable climate resilient agriculture, cooperatives, women empowerment, and youth engagement in agriculture. Also, we have conducted policy consultations and learning exchanges on UNDFF in partnership with FAO, IFAD, and WRF. Next slide, please. In conclusion, we see UNDFF implementation as part of our journey towards empowerment. Family farmers can and will provide solutions. Within the UNDFF framework, we ask FAO to make family farmers organizations and cooperatives your direct and equal partners. Invest in our agency's empowerment processes, and together we will make a difference. Thank you, and back to you, Pierre.
Thank you very much, Ms. Benunia, for your intervention and for the important messages that you shared on behalf of farmer organizations across the region. We cannot have an event about the UNDFF without giving the voice to a farmer. So now we would like to play a video about an inspiring family farming story from Indonesia, highlighting that agricultural transformation starts in the backyard. So we are now reaching the end of our side event about the UN Decade of Family Farming, and I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I did. To conclude and to move forward, I would like to take the opportunity to share some of the upcoming activities planned across the region in the coming year. So maybe if I can have the PowerPoint. Okay. So at global and Asian level, okay. Next one, please. Okay, at global and Asian level, first a global forum on UNDFF will be organized in September 2022, co-organized by the FAO and IFAD as the UN Secretariat for the Decade, and with the aim to take stock of 3 years of implementation of the UNDFF to share and better understand successful experiences, main challenges faced in dealing with implementation in different contexts, and priority policy areas and key topics that emerge as priority to focus on for the next period of implementation. In order to prepare for this global forum and focusing on the Asia Pacific region, we'll organize also a regional dialogue on family farming, likely in May or June 2022, and we'll inform further later on. Next, please. In the framework of ComDev Asia, as introduced earlier, a radio magazine and fact sheet on the status of the UNDFF in the Asia Pacific region will be released very shortly, and a regional consultation and forum about rural communication services for family farming in Asia Pacific will be organized with the support of Digital Green. You can find more information regarding these topics on the website of ComDev Asia. FAO will also continue to support countries in the process to develop a national action plan for family farming, and will focus its effort on 2-3 specific countries yet to be determined during this year. Following its launch in last December, the regional technical platform on family farming will also be further developed. This offers a place for all relevant stakeholders working in rural development to find innovative tools for exchange of experience and specialized knowledge on family farming. Next. Focusing on the ASEAN region, 6 case studies led by CIRCA and ASIADRA will be conducted about policies, strategies, initiatives, and programs successfully supporting family farming. The focus will be on Laos, Cambodia, Indonesia, Philippines, and Thailand. They will complement 4 case studies that were developed over the past 2 years by CIRCA and the China Academy of Agricultural Science in China, Indonesia, and Philippines and Vietnam. This case study will be used for a regional modular training program on policy cycle for family farming, which will be first virtually piloted in the region. Next, please. Focusing on the SAARC region, very soon we'll have a virtual consultation meeting on promoting healthy, sustainable, and inclusive food system in response to COVID-19 in South Asia. This will be at the end of March, on 29th and 30th of March, co-organized with the SAARC Agricultural Center, AFA, and IFAD. And we strongly encourage you to join us for this important event. Additionally, as presented by Dr. Hossein, the Regional Action Plan for Family Farming in South Asia will be published very shortly, and we expect to have meeting with the SAARC Secretariat for the SAARC member state, including parliamentarian, in order to endorse and operationalize the action plan. Next. Lastly, focusing on the Pacific region, we'll have a survey on family farming in the Pacific conducted in close collaboration with the Pacific Island Farmer Organization Network, PIFON, to better understand the role of family farmers in sustaining local food system. So as you can see, we have a well-packed agenda for the coming year, which will require strong multi-stakeholder and inclusive partnership. To conclude, on behalf of FAO, we would like to deeply thank all our distinguished speakers for their word and great collaboration, and the audience for being here with us on this occasion. So let us put family farmers at the center of our food system to lead us to the transformation we need toward a new, more inclusive and sustainable new normal for this decade and the one still to come. Thank you very much again, and we wish you a very good day. Now I will hand over the floor to Mr. Sridhar for the next side event. Over to you, Sridhar.